Now, on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. right here, Arizona Sports, finally, Gambo, finally. He was drafted in April. We finally get our first look at Marvin Harrison Jr. in a Cardinal uniform, which you still can't buy, by the way, but we can watch him in a Cardinal uniform.
How ridiculous is that?
It's ridiculous. You still
it
can't
really
buy it.
is ridiculous.
It's kind of annoying if I'm just being honest about it, because I'm telling you right now, I would go buy one tomorrow if they were available. And you're working from home today. Everybody around here at the office decided it was wear your NFL jersey to work day. I would love to wear a Marvin Harrison Jr. jersey to work. I don't have one. I can't get one. I would go get one in a New York minute, but everyone's wearing their jersey today. Breaking the rookie record, Puka Nacua said it last year. I love it. A bold prediction on CBSSports.com, NFL season bold predictions, and one of their bold predictions was that Marvin Harrison Jr. will beat Puka Nacua's record-setting rookie season. He set single-season rookie records in receptions and receiving yards at 1,486.
It is, I'm looking at these numbers for Nacua, and I've told you, I think that there's a chance here that we are looking at, these type of numbers. Now, to me, I said 1,250 or more. He had 105 receptions for 1,486 yards. 105 receptions, 1,486 yards. That is incredible for a season. Now, we've talked about some receivers don't have great first years, but others do. So, I mean, there's plenty of examples on both sides of the spectrum. There's plenty of examples of guys that went out in their first year and just absolutely killed it. Justin Jefferson had 1,400 yards receiving in his first year.
Sure.
1,400. And then he went to 1,600 and then 1,800. So I think there are plenty of examples of guys that, that you can compare Marvin Harrison Jr. to.
Oh, there are. I mean, Jamar Chase had a tremendous rookie season. I mean, there are plenty of guys who went out there in their first year and put up big numbers. There are also plenty of guys who went out there and put up good numbers. There are guys who went out there and put up so-so numbers. It's like whatever story you want to tell, you can find a stat that will back it, right? You can find a great wide receiver who came into this league. I think the difference with a lot of them is that Marvin Harrison Jr., is just expected to be great right out of the chute. He's Marvin Harrison Jr. He was one of the best receivers in the country. He's got the name. He's got everything about him. The expectation is that he's going to be great right away. I like a bold take when I think it's bold, and I do think this is a bold take. Like sometimes somebody comes out with their bold takes, and you go, okay, that's really not that bold. I think predicting that Marvin Harrison Jr. will break the rookie record for catches and yards in his first season, I think that's pretty bold. I do. Yeah. I think that's bold because I think by and large, it's hard to do to come out of the chute and be that great right away, especially on a team that a lot of people think is going to run the ball even more than they did last year.
Okay.
Run the ball very well like they did last year, and still has a lot of really good targets for Kyler Murray to get the ball to. And I guess you could say the same thing with the Rams last year with Cooper Kupp and Kyron Williams and things like that. But I feel like there are a couple of factors here that might make it difficult for him, not necessarily to have a great season, but to have a record-setting season.
I got one for you, and I know we're up against the break, but I'm going to push the break on this one. I got one for you.
Okay.
We talk about Fitzgerald didn't have this great first season when he got here. He was good, but he wasn't great, right? But the reason why was because they had Anquan Bolden, okay? So Anquan Bolden was fantastic. Can Marvin Harrison Jr. have a better rookie season than that phenomenal year that Anquan Bolden had?
Was that 1360 something?
Anquan Bolden had 101 catches for 1,377 yards.
Okay.
Now, I think if I remember correctly, there was he had one crazy game that year, I think against was it the Bears? The Bears or the Lions? He had one incredible, great game. I have to go find a game log to find it. But he had a great first year for them. So I think that might be a target for Marvin Harrison Jr. Can you get close to what Anquan Bolden did?
Yeah, and that would be a good target for. They're all look. Look. No one is gonna look down at a 1,200-yard receiving year and say, "Oh man, Marvin Harrison Jr. What a disappointment." Like no one's. There's a certain number where you would go, "Okay, yeah, that wasn't exactly what we expected," but I think we all expect that it's going to be a good to great year. But record-setting, that's a pretty bold take.
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona sports.